Coming to you live from College Park, Maryland. Oh, hold on. Before a live audience. Hello, everybody. I should have my sound effects ready. I'll have them later. Welcome and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Well, as I was saying, coming to you before a live audience here in College Park, Maryland, which is having technical difficulties here. In any case, and people at the campground, they're thinking I'm weird because I'm talking to my computer here. Can you guys hear me well, by the way? Yeah, I'm getting I'm probably over modulating here. I'm sorry. By the way, College Park here, we're very close to Washington D.C. This is still part of the metropolitan area, I would imagine, and we've been, we came back to D.C. Last time we were here 2 months ago, it was freezing. Now it is boiling. Well, not literally, but it is in the 90s and it is humid, but we're getting a little bit of a breeze. We might even get a little bit of a sunset here. Look at that. Well, you can't see it. The camera. I wish I had a more of a manual mode on that camera, but. Oh, William Irizarry, you were in hospital. Todo bien. Estuve tupido con 2 bloqueos. Hopefully you're on demand, William. And before I forget, we have an announcement to make. Is it raining? You gotta be kidding me. We're having a meetup soon, and now I have to look for Jim's email, but I'll find it here. It's this Thursday in Cincinnati, Ohio, 6:30 p.m. I just have to remember the name of the brewery. Oh, I'm a mess. Here we go. Mark your calendars. It's okay. 6:30 p.m. Meetup in Cincinnati, Ohio, at Rebel Metal Brewery, downtown Cincinnati. The address is 412 Central Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45202. So check it out. The place looks really cool. I think we're gonna get the second floor. And if you're gonna be in the Cincinnati area, you can drive from Louisville. You can drive down from Columbus, Dayton. If you're close by and you want to hang out, share some ales and stories from the road, that's where we're going to be. Check out in the Facebook page. That's the event. If you don't mind, clicking if you're going or not, so we kind of get a head count of how many people are going. That would be great. But yeah, and I want to thank. I don't think he's going to be in the chat because he told me he was going to be working. But I want to thank Jim Forey. No, this is Jim from DC here. Hold on, Jim from DC and Paula. You probably met. Well, you're gonna meet Jim in the. I'm a terrible cameraman here. You're gonna meet Jim and Paula in the upcoming episode this Sunday. Of course, if you're a member or a patron, you already saw that one. So thank you. Going places from Zimbabwe. Hello, Robert, and hello, Bill and Sherry in Georgia. And the RV DJ is here. The bartender has arrived, and I want to ask you guys which beer to have because I've been on the road now for over a month. It's a blur, but I have IPAs from 3 different breweries. This one is from Waynesville, North Carolina, which is probably the one I should have because it's the place that I just came from. This one is from Boone, North Carolina. Boonshine. Actually, this is really good, and this is the larger one. So this may be the. Jimmy's taking a picture. This may be the chosen one. And this one is Cahaba Brewing Company. This is from Birmingham, Alabama. Which is this one was gifted by me by a neighbor from Birmingham. Actually, I'm gonna have the Trail Mojo, just because I've been hiking, and It just seems right, and it is so humid out here. These beers are sweating like you could not imagine. But anywho, this is a double IPA Boonshine Brewing Company from Boone, North Carolina. By the way, lovely town, lovely college town. We didn't get to do much in Boone, but we're gonna go back. So cheers, everybody. The weather definitely calls for a cold one. Let me tell you, una fría, like we used to say in Cuba. The one from Boone, the bigger one. Yeah, I agree with you, Gene Aragon. Uh, RV live with K and D. Hello, everyone. Kenny and Debbie hanging out on the Wabash River in Indiana for a couple of weeks. How are you? I'm doing great, and we're very close to Indiana. In fact, um, about a week from today, I'm going to be probably in the Falls of the Ohio State Park. There in is it? It's across the river from Louisville. I forget the name of the town. The exact name of the town. Uh, and that's someone sending me text. Forgot. Please wish Gabby a happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Gabby. That's Jim, the one organizing the Cincinnati meetup. Texting me. Happy birthday, Gabby. And now you made me lose my train of thought. Was it the Falls of the Ohio, which if we're gonna keep going with this Lewis and Clark theme, the Falls of the Ohio is the place where Lewis and Clarksville. That's probably why the town is named Clarksville. That's where Lewis was coming from, well, originally from Pittsburgh, and then he Clark was waiting for him, and then they joined together, the two crews, and that's when they sailed towards St. Louis. And well, you'll hear all the history. We were talking about us having an international audience, and we have Mulud Cyber from Algeria. Yes, hello, Algeria in Northern Africa. One of these days, I'll visit the African continent. Actually, technically, I've been, but it's in a Spanish enclave in the north called Ceuta. So, yeah. Hey, Dylan Reynolds, how are you? Henry Kosofsky, hi, Traveling Robert. I wish I could be at the meetup, but unfortunately, I live in Connecticut. It's just like an 8-hour drive. No, it's more. Hey, Seth Lemons, Boone is awesome. Cheers, my friend. You're not gonna believe where I went yesterday with Ely. That same Irish pub we went with Mom 2 months ago. Hey, Natalie Driscoll from Down Under, Trailer Traveling. Jeffrey DiBartolo. Hi, Robert. Can you say happy birthday to my sister, Carol? Happy birthday, dear Carol. Happy birthday to you. And I forgot to bring my guitar, but next trip. I brought a keyboard because at some point during this trip, I know I'm going to get inspired and write a Lewis and Clark song. Like, here we go with Lewis and Clark. It has to be like a march, something like boom, 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 boom. No, I'm going to get a copyright strike for that one. Hello, Robert. Enjoying your videos from Trimble Park, Mount Dora, Florida. Lovely town, Mount Dora. I love that place. Although I've only been there for a couple of hours during Christmas. It is lovely during Christmas. Jackie Trujillo, hi RV, give me a cherry drink. Well, I don't know if these are cherry trees. Back in 2 months ago, when it was that March, late March, I could tell where the cherry trees were because they're all like white or bright pink. But now I don't know. Everything is green. It's amazing, in Florida, the trees look the same year round, in South Florida at least. But over here, the seasons are so marked, Like DC looks quite different. Wouldn't you agree? Quite different from 2 months ago. There. But a couple of days ago, I posted a picture on Instagram about, it was the National Mall back in 1994 and in 2022, and it's one of those things that looks almost the same. If you don't look closely and you see the World War II memorial in the middle, it's almost the same. It's one of the few places in the world, I think, that looks exactly the same, over 20 years later. Almost 30, 28 years later. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. To me, it's like yesterday. It's incredible. All right, 61 Caddy on Route 66. Hey, Robert, Pelican Heads. In the process of getting RV insurance towed to repair shop to get a new cat converter soon. Hopefully, back outdoors in June. Well, hopefully you get that cat converter soon. I know repairs and everything has been slow going lately. Are you following the Lewis and Clark Trail from a guidebook, or are you designing the trip yourself? I'm designing the trip mostly myself because it is not going to be like the National Geographic, the Ken Burns documentary about the trip. It's just a guideline. I'm gonna try to hit as many of the sites, the historical sites as possible, but I'm also gonna do other things, like for example, now in Kentucky we're visiting the Ark. In South Dakota we're visiting Mount Rushmore. So certain things, all kinds of different things that I want to see along the way. Whatever is unique, and we're gonna make certain detours for those things. I might even do Glacier National Park again, because I want to see the eastern part. He hasn't seen it, and I want to do the Highline Trail. Gary Solden, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I went to the sea for the first time in 1976. Oh man, that's 94 was my first time. It's changed a bit, and but not as much. I mean, on the north end of the White House, you're still allowed to go all the way to the fence, which was surprising to me. Like the south lawn now, it's like two barricades, two layers of barricades, and I couldn't reenact my picture from '94, if you will. I was gonna say, you see, the White House looks the same. We've changed a bit, but no. But I was able to reenact a couple other pictures that I'll post on Instagram soon. Stephen Loy, hello, Robert and Lily from Charlottesville. Did you get a chance to visit Devil's Backbone on the Wines Trail of Virginia? No, we didn't. It's but we will. We Dan Sullivan plans for a Kansas City meetup. Yes, and I was speaking earlier today. I exchanged emails with Kevin, who's also from there, and he was hoping to meet up with other locals willing to help him out to organize that. The only thing is, I don't know exactly yet when I'm going to be in Kansas City. It could be as soon as second week of June, but it could be mid-June. It depends. It depends on how long it takes to ship a truck from Mexico to South Carolina. Basically, that's all we're waiting for now. Your name here. Thank you for that super chat. Happy Friday, Robert. I tried the Highlight IPA from Cigar City Brewery there in Florida. Not bad. Take care, brother. Oh, thank you. And the way to try it is go there to the brewery, because for some reason it tastes better there. I mean, fresher. I don't know. This one is not bad though. This Trail Mojo there. Any case, let me keep scrolling here. Jim in DC. You know that guy?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I've heard of it.
You heard of him? Okay, this is very meta. You see Jim's trailer down there, and then you see Jim and Paula here. So we did the same thing with Stephen Lloyd last week in Savannah. Fairy dust, whip the wild winds. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Good to see you too. And thank you for being here. Everybody, actually, thank you for being here. And Aaron Romero, do you have a name for your Tennessee property yet? I think someone suggested Tennecamp some time ago, and I think that would be a good name. No, we ended up not buying the Tennessee property. I think we're just gonna mooch dog with the wetlands for now. We're getting all these little white flowers or whatever it is coming down from the trees. Do you guys know what this is? Any botanists out there? Michelle K. Hi, Robin. Just heading home. Need to log off. Well, Michelle K. Thank you for being here. And Natalie Driscoll, will you visit Sturgis? Oh, that was a glitch. I clicked on Natalie and it showed the Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Sturgis, maybe, but not during that motorcycle rally. That would be crazy, especially since I don't own a motorcycle. So if I was like a biker guy, maybe Jim will, because
I got my Sturgis
he
shirt
has
on.
his Sturgis shirt on. There you go. So
Serendipity.
there you go. Uh, okay, now that's hey, Neon Pony, wanted to say hi. Hope you are all well. Catch you next Friday. All right, Neon, and see you in Arizona next winter. Hello, Robert. Always watching you from Chicago. Mid June, we're doing the Arc as well. Yeah, I've heard it's a cool place to visit. So I've seen videos. So we're gonna do it. Hi, Robert, Yade, and Jacqueline. First time joining the live chat. Your videos take us higher because you're on fire. That rhymes. Thank you. Love your music. Thanks so much. He's on fire. Uh, I'm thinking I should have done this from indoors because it's getting hot in here. I thought, as the sun came down, that the temperature was gonna go down, but nope. Andre Ricardo Barbie. Sorry, I'm Brazilian and don't know about all the American history. So could you explain a few words? Who are Lewis and Clark? Well, it turns out in 1803, Jefferson did the Louisiana Purchase, which basically gave us the United States, extended the United States, everything kind of west of the Mississippi until up to the Rockies, and then south to whatever the Spanish territory was. Uh, we bought it from the French, and we didn't. The French didn't really own it either. No, that was like almost terra incognita out there. Nobody was there, but basically we bought the rights for the French not to stop us from going there. That's what I gather from history. And then, Lewis was like his secretary. So, and he taught Lewis all about botany and biology and cartography, so he could map, the West, map the Missouri River. And we already knew the latitude of the mouth of the Columbia because, was it Captain Cook? Someone had navigated those waters. And the idea was to find a route from the eastern United States all the way to the Pacific for trade and eventually conquest, I suppose. And then Clark was a friend of Lewis, and they had served together, and they did the expedition. And spoiler alert, they did make it to the Pacific eventually. um, I don't know. Probably there may have been someone earlier, but that we know of were the first Europeans, of the European descent people, Americans, to make that trek all the way to the west by land. Joanne Marie Gagnar, thank you for that super chat. We will be following you very closely on this trip. We plan to do the Lewis and Clark Trail too. Thank you. Jim loves the AT Trail. I picked this up in the Harpers Ferry. Yeah, which is
the halfway point.
Yeah, it's near the halfway point of the. We enjoyed Harpers Ferry tremendously, and from the first time I went to Harpers Ferry 2 years ago, I'm like this. I like this town. It's a quaint small town, but it's one of those places that wherever you point the camera, it's going to be a good picture. And especially if you're a little bit in shape, you have to do that Maryland Heights trail. I mean, it's not bad, but it's up and up and up and up relentlessly for like at least 2 miles, and then you have to go down. Now the view is commanding, as Rick Steves would have said. Oh, I think my mom is here. I forgot to text her, but I guess she remembered. Here we go. Everybody say hello to my mom. Hello, greetings to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time. It's fine to see Paula and Jim in the conversatory. Big hug. There you go, Paula and Jim. And I don't know why sometimes my video switcher works and sometimes it doesn't. So there you go,
Mom.
Mom, Paula, and Jim on the same shot.
Send you hugs, Mom.
Are you on Starlink today? No, I'm not. We have to if um, well the Austrian king would have said too many notes. I say too many trees. So no, Starlink would not work here. At least not good enough to have a consistent live stream. It might work for other things, but not for a live stream. You know, the only thing this program is missing, a preview monitor, so I can monitor this camera while transmitting on the other one. But hey, nothing is perfect.
On the future wish list.
I gotta email them. You know, the pro version. They have to they have a preview monitor. Actually, they do have a preview monitor. Just tiny here. They do have a preview monitor. I just don't know how to operate my video switcher here. Eric Johnstone, there's absolutely nothing in Sturgis when the rally isn't going on. Drove through last year and couldn't believe how dead the town was. I'm sure there's some kind of history down there in Sturgis, but I don't know if it is along our route. We're gonna stop by. I know I wanna. What's the other town that is? Oh, that's not Bodie. It's an old west town that is nearby. Um, I'll remember. Bodie is in California, so it's not Bodie. But by the way, Seth Lemons, thank you for that super chat. The Dubliner was where you and Alma Morales and myself had lunch that day. Thank you. Yeah, the Dubliner is where we went this time again, and we got to sit outside because it wasn't as cold as that one time at band camp, but it was borderline too hot. And then we walked around. We went all the way to the Capitol building, and which, by the way, half of the facade is covered with some scaffolding. They're doing some kind of renovation, which didn't make for a great photo, but hey, what can you do? William Brody, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much.
Rapid City.
Rapid City is the main town, but there's like a small, kind of like a ghost town, kind of like a tombstone type of town.
Spearfish and Deadwood.
Deadwood, that's it. William Irizarry, question: have you officially started your Lewis and Clark trek? Yes, kind of, sort of. Yeah, actually, we haven't started the official route. Like that starts in Pittsburgh. But for example, when I came with Mom, we went to Monticello, which is or Monticello, I think you're supposed to pronounce it. That's where Lewis learned all the stuff from President Jefferson about cartography and many things. And then last 2 days ago, we were in Harpers Ferry, which is where that's where um, the ammunition, the arsenal, the U.S. arsenal was, and that's where he bought all the ammunition, all the weaponry, and he came up with this idea for a folding boat that they carried all the way across the mountains, and then the boat, spoiler alert, the boat sank. But we haven't gotten to that part yet. Well, someone said Deadwood. Yeah, that's it. Red Jaguar, welcome to the show. Weird, only one VM on today's podcast. Always look forward to Dylan Reynolds. Yeah, the voice message. Yeah, we didn't have a voice message from Dylan today, but I missed that too. Spearfish Canyon. I have to add that because I'm pretty sure I don't have that. When you visit Sturgis, Deadwood, Spearfish Canyon. I'm going to add that to my map right now because I'm pretty sure it's not. Doesn't ring a bell. And Google is great at predicting what you want to type, except when it doesn't. Apparently, it doesn't know the canyon, but it knows Spearfish in South Dakota. So I'm going to look that up. Hi from Les and Heidi. We are in your time zone now. Hey, there you go. And I'm going to be in Central Time soon. So Oh, someone started a campfire. Boats Sisiwua, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. And it says it's 3 evergreen trees. Oh, they look pretty, like 3 pine trees. And I know I have another super. Here we go. Following Jesus. Thank you for that super chat. Love you, Illy, and your mom. Thank you so much. Exploring nature. Hello and family. Wow, here's 424 only in Colorado. This is supposed to be like 420, the Colorado thing. Never mind. But we're gonna be in Colorado at some point in this trip. You know, US 50. That's the way we plan to come back. Huang, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Robert. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats. And I really enjoy what I do. Let me tell you, I get to meet a lot of great people. I get to see a lot of cool places, uh, and do what I love. You know, making videos. Spring in the Upper Peninsula is where I'm going. Just call me Boats, Robert. Boats. Hey, boats. Talking about boats. A boat ride in the Upper Peninsula over there on Lake Superior would not be a bad thing. Then stop by Crow Peak Brewing Company in Spearfish. Hey, we might do that as well. Oh, there's a breeze coming. Andre Ricardo Barbie, the Wikipedia article on the Lewis and Clark expedition, isn't bad introduction. Lots of books out there too. I'm reading. I'm actually partially reading, partially listening to Undaunted Courage, which actually goes into too much detail in some parts. You know, sometimes it's like they dwell a whole chapter in like what probably took half an hour in the whole expedition, but it's very detailed, and that's good. That's good. It's more. It's better to have more than less. But they go into Lewis's childhood, then they go into Clark's childhood, and then Jefferson, and I mean, we don't get into the meat of the expedition until like chapter 10, basically. No, I did actually. I read all that. But now I downloaded the audiobook. So now as I'm driving to the next point of interest, I play the audiobook, and then I know what's going on. Hey, Dookie Chips from Texas, from Katy, Texas. Robert Sandra turns 51 on Tuesday. Singer, happy birthday, salsa style. Oh, I wish I had the keyboard out here because I would ding 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 ding. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandra. Happy birthday to pam para pam pam. Next time for the 52, we'll do it with the. I'll call my friend Robert from Waynesville, North Carolina, and we'll do like a Zoom call with. He'll do the bongos and I'll do the piano, and it's gonna be awesome. Red Jaguar, Traveling Robert, are you going to be taking Minitini I since she's all that work done? Eventually, yes. And for the time being, I just don't want her to get more, destroyed. It's aging. It's for a while it was aging well, but then 2 years of neglect, did a number on it. So. For now, I'm gonna try to maintain it as well as possible. We did that roof. Is something I forget the name of the. It's like something probably bad for the environment. Some plastic they put on top of the rubber roof that it seals it, and it has like a lifetime warranty. Just you don't have to be doing the decor every few years or whatnot, which I never did. That's probably why the roof. I never maintained that roof. and then we're putting a shed on top of it, over it. It's and eventually I do. Actually, if I could lift it up, which I couldn't, that would be the perfect rig for Alaska because it's small, nimble. It's very few things that can break in it at this point, and I mean, if I destroy it, it would be a good swan song for Minitini I. To die in Alaska, because I intend to take it up the Dalton Highway, up the Dempster Highway. I mean, all the bad highways, especially now that I'm going to have a 4x4 truck. Well, if it ever makes it north of the border. Hi to all the production moderators and the viewers. From my mom, send a lovely word from me to me. Thanks. Okay, let me. El Mandalorian salutations to the Morales family. Thank you. And Remin Pasión from the great islands of the Philippines. Hello, Traveling Robert. Is the hot weather in DC almost the same as in Florida? No, today it does feel like Florida. Today it feels very Florida-like. Yeah, I would say today it feels like Florida, yeah. Jeffrey DiBartolo, it's great to love your job. I love my job being retired. Oh, there you go. One boss, my wife. Hey, that's not a bad job to have. Although I'm thinking at having the job that I have right now, I don't think I'll ever want to retire. I mean, I will get bored, to be honest about it. but but at some point, I might slow down and keep it as a job/hobby, and maybe not stress about posting a video every single week. That kind of thing. Post one whenever I feel like posting. That would be my idea of retirement. Young Dave, I was just at Kratchner Caverns, not far from Tucson. Spectacular cave and really nice campground. Highly recommend next time you're in the area. And this is the thing, my idea is to skip Tampa this year and go into Arizona earlier in the season. Go early, like RTR early, like do the whole RV show in Quartzsite out there and meet everybody. Spend. I mean, I'm not gonna spend more than a week in Quartzsite, not like most people who spend like a month. For me, Quartzsite doesn't warrant more than a week. Besides, I'm making a high production here. Don't make noise. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. it's a tractor ride for the kids. I don't know if you can see it. And now they have a golf cart. I'm sure they're gonna come around and they'll have the camera ready here. Let me put the salamander here. So
just had all the dog walkers go through, so it's a parade.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have the camera pointing in that direction. There, so it's no longer the audience cam. It's gonna be the parade cam now, and something very low resolution happening with that camera. Is it connected here? Let me do something real quick. Just because sometimes I don't know why when this cameras use USB power, and there you go. It's bad. It's kind of still soft. Doesn't matter. YouTube is gonna destroy the video quality anyway. So, especially, I mean, right now we're running on ISP Mint, and it's been working rather well. So, there's something to be said also for having a Starlink wouldn't work here. So you have to, at some point. I mean, I'm having right now like too many belts and suspenders. Eventually, I have to drop one of them because, yeah. But you have to have at least one cellular and Starlink. I mean, 2 days ago I was at a campsite that was, we had a clear view of the sky, and that thing was going on all cylinders. I mean, I was getting like 100 down. Dookie chips from Rochester, not Texas. That's true, man. This IPA is good. That's true, Rochester. Never mind me. Did I say Texas? Really? Now we have a plane. At least we don't have helicopters like down at DC. Kevin Bentley, there are some good campgrounds with sites right along the Arkansas River on Highway 50 in Colorado. That was one of our first camping trips after we bought our pop-up 20 years ago. So we'll probably be staying at one of those, and no, we have here, hold on,
20 seconds.
and we have some action there on the other side of the campground. Of course, there you go. That's the tractor ride. The kids seem to like that a lot. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot. Yeah, that camera is really soft. I wonder why. But hey, here we are. Getting a new truck. How's the Colorado worked out over the years? It's worked out great. I mean, it's basically being unleaded gasoline and synthetic oil for 115 miles. That's all I really put in it. But at some point, I've always wanted to have a 4x4 just to get on those roads out west. The road less traveled. I want to do that road in Canyonlands National Park. I want to go back to Death Valley and do some of the roads out there in the middle of nowhere. And I have a little bird here on my table singing sweet songs, and the little bird is gone. Doreen McLeod, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Well, that's weird. Just a few days ago, I was imagining a 70-plus-year-old traveling robber doing his weekly live chat on YouTube and watching from heaven. We hope. I'll probably still be doing it. It's just gonna be like in virtual reality at that time, right? With the technology, the way it's going. RJ Forsberg, looking forward to your trip. Just hoping hopping on the chat now. Is the start, or will you go back to Pelicamp? Is this the start? I might go back to Pelicamp after the truck, just because the company that is making the carport over Minitini I. First they said 3 months out, and now they say they're ready. So I might have to make a quick trip down south. And did I read all the super chats here? I think I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Dookie Chips. I don't know what kind of short circuit I got in my brain. Hey, Christopher Olson from Sweden. Thanks for tonight. All good night from Sweden. And thank you for being here all the way from Sweden. And one of these days, I'll be back. You definitely need 4x4 for Alaska, Jeffrey DiBartolo, especially with the roads that I want to take, yes. Because I want to do the Dalton Highway once again, which, as you probably know, I was going to do back in 2020 for the 10th anniversary of our trip up the Dalton Highway. Of course, 2020 happened. Then 21 happened. Then 22 happened. So we're going to do it in 23, hopefully. And Anthony DiGiordano, what's wrong? This is really good beer, man. Celebrates 12 months of membership. 1 year. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And of course, we met Anthony as well in Rochester. We went to the, what's the place with the garbage plates? It was very good. Hey, Bill in Utah. Adventures with Bill and Libby. We might be going back to Utah. I mean, Lewis and Clark were not in Utah, but we might do it, on the way back. In fact, US 50 does go through Utah, if I recall correctly. So, boats. I want to get to Sweden when I visit Germany again. Yeah. Uh, are the fuel prices affecting your journey? Yes and no. It's not like I'm gonna stop traveling, but yeah, you feel it. If you fill up and it's $75, yeah, it's like, oh, $75. What can you do? Have you considered visiting Greenville, South Carolina, or Raleigh? I passed by Raleigh on the last trip. You haven't seen those videos yet because I haven't finished editing them, but I will. I promise I will at some point. Um, while on the road, I'm making shorter videos just because of the fact that I don't have the time to make a long 45-minute video every week. So they're gonna be like 15-20 minutes until until I get back, basically. So they're gonna be shorter. I'm slowly gonna get more and more behind. So yeah. Hi, Robert. Hi, everyone. Robert, is the dream still to end up in an RV based on a Sprinter or Class C? Yes, it is. I don't know about a Sprinter. I'm still kind of afraid of diesel. I'm kind of afraid of diesel. I mean, the diesel people swear by them, but maintenance is a lot more. You need to worry about DEF, uh, and that kind of thing. So, I'm gonna stick to a good old V8 gasoline engine for now. And who knows? After the next truck, the next one might be a cyber truck, or who knows? Something electric. Who knows? Nick Tajos, yes, thank you for that super chat, Anthony Giordano. Boats, have you been to my old home, USS Iowa BB-61 in San Pedro, Robert? No, I have not. Oh, did anybody say Mr. Roboto? Hey, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Hi, Robert, what do you use as a producer for? I thought most YouTubers produce and edit their videos. No, I have executive producers, which in film terms, just the people who pay for the film. Basically, an executive producer is just the guy who pays. They don't produce much. So my executive producers are there's a level in my Patreon and memberships that is the executive producer level, and they do help produce the videos with their financing of the travels, basically. So and they do get to tell me when I do something wrong or what I should do before everybody else. So that's the the extent of the. How's your health? Well, for a 50-year-old man, I think I'm doing okay. For a former musician, 50-year-old man, I'm doing great. Hey, from Chickamauga, Georgia. Never knew about that place. I got the top fan badge on your Facebook. Hey, that's awesome, Brenda. Brenda Withers. Michelle K, stop to get an ice cream. Hey, give me some. Dookie Chips. Robert is drinking some good IPA. Actually, it's called Boonshine from Boone. So maybe they mixed it with some moonshine. You never know with these people up in Tennessee and North Carolina. That's the beginning of NASCAR, I hear. They were running a contraband to the mountains or from the mountains. I forget exactly how. So yeah, there's a tradition in Appalachia about moonshine and all that kind of thing. Great stuff. I went to this place in Gatlinburg, not Old Smoky, the other one. It was really good. They give you 11 samples for $5. Can't beat that. Remy Passion, the traveling Robert, that lithium battery factory is cool. Nice to see how it's being assembled. Yeah, and they're very cool people. And of course, Lithionics is the people who make the battery that is in Minitini III. So, hey, New Horizons, how are you? And welcome to the show. Hot Fudge Sunday. Oh, I love those boats. The USS Iowa rode like a Lincoln Continental crossing the Atlantic. I bet. You know, I would love for my next trip to Europe to be on a transatlantic. You know, like in the 50s, people used to take the boat. What's that movie? An Affair to Remember. It would be cool to take like the Queen Elizabeth from New York to London, or sometimes they do this cruise moving cruises. I think that's what they call them. And there's one from Miami to Barcelona and it's curiously enough, it's not that much expensive than a flight. It is like twice, but it's not like you know. And it's, I mean, unless you're in a hurry, it's much better than even first class on a flight because you're there. You know, you look at the ocean, you get pampered. You know, ask Remy. Diesel oil change is $250 every 10,000 miles. Must change fuel filters. $500. There you go. I pay like what 70 every 10,000. No, it's 7,000. I think it's the Colorado. I forget. Dookie Chips filled up my tank 106. You must have diesel. Well, it is what it is, right? There's nothing like a sunrise or sunset on a Navy warship. I've never experienced that. I probably never will, but I bet. I've experienced it on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, and it wasn't bad. But yeah, we need to make a traveling Robert cruise. Hold on, there's a bug here, and it almost looked like a tick, so I have to be careful. Red Jaguar, don't forget to smash the like button. Hey, Red Jaguar, we gotta get together, man. We gotta get together at some point soon before the Hershey RV show. Ever hear of the Caverns Music, a venue near Monteagle, Tennessee? I have not, Bob Leach. Russ Vogel, watching with my girls Maven and Marin on their 11th birthday. I'm prepping to go camping next week. Can you sing for them? Of course, happy birthday, Maven and Marin. Happy birthday to you. Boom, boom. It's a cave, man. Bob Leach, a cave. We gotta go. I mean, we do go through Monteagle almost every time we go up and down. Uh, is that I-26? I believe it goes from 75 to 65. Get rid of too much maintenance. Yeah, so I'm thinking. I'm kind of a fan of the ProMaster, but I'm thinking the Ford Transit is also a very good chassis because they have the all-wheel drive option. So we'll see. Repositioning cruises. Sometimes I have trouble with my vocabulary when it comes to words like that. So yeah, repositioning cruises from Miami to MIA to Europe can be great, and yes, to a traveling rubber cruise group. Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Can we do like a cruising Robert YouTube channel? And I'm not gonna get a boat, and not anytime soon. And I'm not gonna get a sailboat. Seems like a lot of work. Seems very nice, but a lot of work. And then it's like content-wise, yeah, we got to this island. Let's go snorkeling. Let's go scuba diving. Let's go, and then it's. I would love to do like a cruising ship, like in Europe. Go get out. From Barcelona to Montenegro to Monte Carlo, to go around Italy. Then this former Yugoslavia. Like Serbia, Montenegro, Slovenia, all those places. Oh man, Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat, man. We were just talking about you today. I swear. Hey Robert and Illy, mom, little something for the trip. Enjoy. Thank you, man. That's I really appreciate it. Hakim Olajun, traveling Robert. Sorry, joined late. Where are you at? We are in. Technically College Park, Maryland, but let's call it Washington, D.C. This is the whole D.C. metro area. And just today we've been to Virginia, we've been to Maryland, we've been to all over the place between yesterday and today. And we've been having a great time here in D.C. And this is the thing. Before 2022, I had been to D.C. a total of 3 times. And the way we're going, I'm going to be in 2022 in D.C. 3 times. And the last time I was here, it was freezing, 30 degrees. This time it's in the mid to high 90s. I don't know what kind of weather I'm going to bring next time. I really hope. Have you ever had a hurricane? Have you ever had a hurricane here in DC?
Oh, yes.
So, you never know. It's going to be August, so we could have a hurricane. So I shouldn't say anything. Dookie Chips. I served on the USS Eisenhower and the USS America. Cool. Video for South Padre Island anytime in the near future. I don't know if the near future, but South Padre Island is in the short list of places to visit. I want to do like the whole Texas coastline, and South Padre Island is definitely. Oh, look who's here, Mr. Papa Drew RV. If you saw my Quartzite 2021 video, we did the Q21 in Quartzite, and Papa Drew was behind the organizing of all that. So yeah, and I started talking about Papa Drew, and I forgot what Papa Drew said. Okay, we got more kids, and we can.
We're going to hop on the tractor in a minute.
Wouldn't it be cool to do it live? Actually, I have enough battery on this laptop there, but we would lose the internet. Never mind. Okay, let me see what Papa Drew said, because what's up, Roberts? Saying hello from Cuddle Puddle in the back of Schoolie boondocking here in Flagstaff. Good place to be right now in Arizona, because I bet you southern Arizona, it's going to be hot. Hope you're having a rocking day filled with never-ending IPA. Well, it's been good so far, man. It's been good. We went to a nearby brewery earlier with Jim from DC and Paula, and now we're having this one. Hands-on Adventures. Thank you for being a member for 6 months, celebrating. Sorry we weren't able to get together in Waynesville. I know. I really wanted to, but it's one of those things. When you're at the mercy of friends, and it was a good time with friends, but just couldn't make it happen. And right now they're coming right next to us, and they have no idea they're going to be live on TV. So say hello. Say hello to the camera. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Flag size, so nice. The weather around the 70s and mid 80s. Let me know if you find the property up there in that area. I know. What's this guy? The with the beard.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, cheap RV living. He put a video a couple of days ago, and he kind of revealed the area. It's north of Flagstaff, like on the north of Williams, on the way to the Grand Canyon. So if you find any land up there, let me know. Hey, Domo Ariga. You see, I click on Mr. Robato, and it shows me Daniel Aranas. There's something wrong with this program. Gas in Florida is only about $50. No, it's not $50. No, to fill up the tank. If you have a Prius, it's about $50 for the Colorado. Yeah. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. I'm seeing a lot of campground reservation cancellations on the Facebook groups I follow. It must be gas prices. Well, it's been hard to find campsites, especially on the weekends. So, but like for example, this place right now, There's a vacant site right there. There's like, I mean, this place is not booked. Is that rain? I keep, the raindrops keep falling on my hand. So I don't know. I mean, must be the heat and the beer, but I need more beer. I'm dehydrated. That's what it is. Cami Haugen, good Friday evening to you, Robert. Thanks for the hours of traveling with you. Thank you. Where are you going next? Well, we're gonna follow the Missouri, the Ohio River from Pittsburgh all the way to Louisville. We're gonna have a. By the way, if you're joining us late in this broadcast, we're gonna have a Cincinnati meetup this Thursday. And let me look for the details again because of all the things I've lost. It is my mind. I miss the most. It's gonna be this Thursday, the 26th at 6:30 p.m. At this brewery. It's called Rebel Metal Brewery in downtown Cincinnati, 412 Central Avenue. Check it out, 6:30 p.m. Cincinnati. If you're gonna be in Cincinnati on Thursday, I'm gonna be there. Thank you to Jim Forey for organizing that, and we're gonna be there until we close down the place. Yeah. Papa Drew found land at the 5,500 foot level, close to small town, and it's great price. I'll text you the info, bro. Also got Starlink. Goodbye, goodbye, blocky thing. I remember the blocky thing. That's what you call that. The AT&T. I forgot the name of the thing. Uh, Gabrielle S. That's Gabby. Hey, happy birthday, Gabby. Ryan didn't even have an empty tank and got gas yesterday for the car. Spent 51. Price is getting scary. It goes up and it's been going up and down, but it seems like it's going up. But yeah, let's talk about something else because Ramin Passion, Robert, my brother, is working on the P&O cruise ship. He's circumnavigated the world many times that he could remember how many. Collecting ref magnets in every refrigerator magnets in every direction. Let me tell you something. That is something that I would love to do if I ever have like a lot of money. I'm retired and I can afford to stop doing YouTube for 9 months and take one of those the USS Europa. There's a couple of them that do the. Of course, it's like 100 grand or more. It's prohibitively expensive, but that would be the next level dream at some point. But maybe when I'm older and I don't feel like driving as much, we'll do one of those. Who knows? You can always dream, right? The sky's the limit.
Take a trip to the moon.
Take a trip to the moon. What? If Elon, makes that Atlas rocket, no, it's not the spaceship. You never know. Take a trip to the moon. I wonder.
For the moon.
I wonder if Starlink is gonna work from the moon. Probably not. You won't need it by then. Yeah, I'm sure latency might be a problem. Trying to do from the moon. It's what? How many minutes is? No, it's not minutes, but it's seconds. It's like it's a few seconds. Yeah, latency. So Maxine Oliver, did I make it in time? Yes, you did. Although, yeah, we might extend it for a couple more minutes beyond 7 p.m. But yeah, we're having a great time here in the DC area. I didn't think I was gonna come back this soon, but I did. I get a magnet at every national park. Yeah, this thing is clicking on the wrong thing. I tend to get a T-shirt, like not at every national park, but mostly. This one I got 2 days ago at Harpers Ferry, and I was gonna get it at the. I went to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy place, and they used to have like a shop with T-shirts and all that. They don't anymore. Maybe they changed because of COVID. I don't know. But they have a shop in town that has all kinds of T-shirts and souvenirs and whatnot. So that's when I did it. Hoang is coming from Vietnam. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. We have an international audience. Have you visited my country, Robert? Vietnam? No, I have not, but someday. I hear that beach, El Nido, is very nice. And there's this place, it's like a bay with these crazy rock formations. I can't remember the name right now, but at some point, I would love to do more international travel, and Vietnam is one of the countries that I would love to visit. John Weirds, I found the South Carolina County Park near Lake Wiley, only 4 miles from camper storage location. Hope it's good. Fine, has full hookups. Hey, let me know. Let me know how it goes. Go small and live large. Question, Robert, is your rig a flex, equipped with Lithionics and the Truma Aventa AC? Yes, it is. And the only reason why it doesn't have the flex decals is because this is the prototype. It wasn't called the flex yet when I got this one, so it eventually became the flex. They had to make sure the whole thing worked, and I was the guinea pig. No, I'm just kidding. But we did. I did have a conference call with Winnebago, and they asked me what my power needs were. How many hours I used the TV or the computer, and this and that, and that's how they figured out. More or less, what kind of appliances, inverter, lithium batteries, and whatnot they wanted to put on the thing. Hakim Olajun, okay. Traveling Robert, I follow 30 and a wake up, and his being in Thailand seems awesome, and the cost of living is very low. Yes, and I haven't seen the 30 and a wake up in a while, but yeah, Thailand definitely I would love to visit at some point. Um, what's that island? It's a Phuket. That island that is supposed to be like a super cool. Well, Jim here is an Asia expert, so if you will, once in a while.
I haven't had too many IPAs.
Okay, there you go. Then we won't be asking him any questions about Asia tonight. But Robert, are you retired? Well, no. I'm a YouTuber. I'm retired in the sense that I don't have a day job like working for somebody else, but I actually work more than I used to when I had a day job. So in that sense, it's not retirement. No, I hear San Diego is a good place to visit. It's a lovely city, and I've been there twice, but very briefly, and I do want to spend more time there for sure. Kevin Bentley, I collect hat pins from the parks, smaller to keep, and they are all different. That's a cool thing to collect. Sandra is rubbing my feet again. TMI, man, TMI. Elevators of New England. Where RV staying? Gotta run. Have a great and safe weekend traveling. Same to you. Have a great and safe weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Going to Bayfield, Wisconsin, Islands. Annual Apple Fest. Cool. Shatley Springs. I bet it will make a dandy IPA. You should try the Frat Daddy. Are you investing in stock market? Unfortunately, I do have some money invested. I'm sure it'll go up, right? It always does at some point. All right, everybody. I'm gonna start wrapping this one up. Let me finish my IPA, and this one is a large one, so I'm not quite done with it yet. Okay, you should visit Boracay Island and Palawan, the Philippines, somewhere in the future. Boston. All right. At some point, it's Southeast Asia is one of those areas a little bit of the out of the comfort zone, and it's far. But at some point, I definitely want to do it. I mean, I love the food. I've met some people who have been great, so uh, I definitely want to go. We'll save that for the second half of the 20s, of the roaring 20s, will we? Robert, my happy green Colorado diesel now feels older. 2 weeks back, I got 17 miles per gallon pulling our pod through Lewis and Clark footsteps, Mamalus in the Columbia, Fort Stevens, Oregon, and Cape Disappointment. Why would someone would ever be disappointed at that cape is beyond my comprehension, but hey, that's what they named it. By the way, there's the Colorado, going strong, 115,000 miles. A little dirty, but that's the way it is, right? Actually, it's being dirtier. 3 weeks ago, it had dirt from like 5 different states at least. Now it only has dirt like from Virginia, maybe. So, everybody, thank you for being here, and thank you to our live audience here, uh,
Thank
Jim
you.
and Paula from DC. Rare specimen. Jim is one of those rare people actually born in
Born in
DC.
DC. Yes.
So thank you for
Maybe
being
I'll
here,
change the YouTube thing. Rather than Jim in DC, it'd be born in DC.
or at least Jim from DC. I don't know. In any case, thank you for being here, and thank you all of you. How many people do we have right now? I haven't even checked.
Over 500.
541. 541. If I had that many people back in the days where I was playing in Havana Mia, that would have been like a they wouldn't fit. They wouldn't fit in the place. So um, I keep reading the chat because I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. But okay, I'm gonna read three or four more just because this is like the reprise when they asked for the last song at the concert. Cape Disappointing is named that way because the mouth of the Columbia is the graveyard of ships. Visit the Maritime Museum in Astoria. They have a great history on that. I will actually, because we're going back to Astoria, Oregon. Lovely town. It's like a mini San Francisco. It's great. It has all the hills and the Victorian houses. It's amazing. I've been there, and the bridge doesn't quite look like the Golden Gate, but they have a bridge also, a big bridge over the bridge, so over the river. So yeah, it's like a mini San Francisco. Thank you, Remy Passion. Do people at the RV park act like they don't know who you are? You know, actually, we have had some neighbors. But if you follow on Instagram, or actually if you're on the Facebook group, you know that they posted a picture of my rig a couple of days ago, yesterday actually. Elevators of New England, thank you. Hey, Lisa, thank you. And that's it for today because I'm writing. I should have brought my guitar. I just don't have enough room in there. Riding in my RV. I'm gonna sing low because people are starting to look at me like this guy's crazy. Forever I want to be because I'm free in my RV. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Coming to you from College Park, Maryland, in the outskirts of Washington, D.C., where Jim is from. And Paula, are you from here too? No.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh. There
It's
you
a
go.
Pittsburgh connection.
Where we're going next. Actually, that's where I'm going
Lewis
next.
and Clark start.
Yeah, they will. So it's like a triangle. You know,
Yeah,
I'm going to Pittsburgh next. So that's perfect. Everybody, thank you for being here. I'll see you next. Well, am I going to be next Friday? Just for fun. Just yeah, these shows on the road are. I'm not gonna tell you exactly where I'm gonna be, but I'm probably gonna be in Kentucky. Probably. See you next week. Have a great weekend and happy travels.